And they came back to him saying, we've manipulated this, we've created this, and we found out that it attaches really well to human air passages. Now, they're going to say that it was by accident, of course, everything. We can't prove that. But what we can prove is that they were very concerned about this and that they were manipulating a virus in the lab. The first one we want to talk about is the email. When you look on Twitter and you look on a lot of the mainstream media outlets, they're just saying, why are people interested? That's the go-to line. Why are people so interested in Dr. Fauci's emails? It's nothing. And they even had an interview with him on MSNBC about how fun. It's the same thing as Hillary Clinton. So this first one we got to is he told top doctors he was concerned about the gain of function. So basically what happened there was they were going through emails back and forth with him and his staff, and they wanted to know if the funding had come in or had been halted before the gain of function was going through. So basically they wanted to know if the manipulation of the virus was still, when they were doing that, they wanted to know if they were still funding the Wuhan lab, which of course Justin Trudeau also funded. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that he was doing that they were concerned about, things that they were funding, manipulating the virus to see, their excuses to see how it attached, the SARS and COVID viruses attached to people so easily. And they came back to him saying, we've manipulated this, we've created this, and we found out that it attaches really well to human air passages. Now, they're going to say that it was by accident, of course, everything. We can't prove that. But what we can prove is that they were very concerned about this and that they were manipulating a virus in the lab. And one of the emails Dr. Fauci got...
Oh, and by the way, if I may interject, Andrew, and back then, you'll remember, if you speculated about that, you are a conspiracy kook. This was all about the wet market and bat soup, and discussion ended. Don't talk about any labs, whether it was deliberate or accidental, when we know that this Wuhan Institute of Virology has a very, very spotty track record. Anyways, I just wanted to point that out because those chickens are coming home to roost.
I wonder if YouTube's going to backtrack on a lot of that. So now, Justin, if you go back to that article and you scroll down to the bottom, there's an email that Fauci got from a researcher, and he said, "I'm confident that China stopped counting dead COVID-19 infected bodies since January 7th, 2020. They've been adding fabricated data to save face to the world and their people, an impressive flattening of the Chinese curve." So basically this guy is telling Dr. Fauci he's done all this research and he thinks the Chinese COVID death counts are fabricated, and he says he's got proof and it's easy to spot. And what does Dr. Fauci respond with? He responds with simply, "Too long for me to read, David."
So isn't that his job?
He can't even be bothered to read one thing about it. Maybe that's too inconvenient for him.
Oh, hi friends. What you just saw there is a clip from our Rebel News daily live stream show. It's fun, it's fast, and it's completely unscripted, so you never really know what you're going to get. Just go to rebelnews.com/livestream